Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Does Google Music have what it takes to take on Amazon and iTunes? Is your video or podcast series in need of a reboot? And do you know how to protect your iPad from a 1,300-foot drop? Whew. I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report. Thank you for liking this video. Be sure to check out the links we provided for you in the show notes for more information on any of the following clips. The folks at G-Form are crazy! And coming from me, that's saying a lot. The heavy-duty cases that are made for iPads and Kindles can take ridiculous amounts of abuse. They've demonstrated the case's durability by dropping bowling balls on them and throwing them out of cars going over 100 miles per hour. Now the daredevils at G-Form are jumping out of airplanes to prove that G-Form protected iPads can survive drops from 1,300 feet. God, you'd have to be crazy to jump out of a plane. Over at LockerGnome.com, Bob Fogarty talks about why this is impressive no matter how many dislikes and stupid comments people leave under G-Form's video on YouTube. I'd like to drop some YouTube commenters from 1,300 feet. Our YouTube comment of the day comes from Ice for Free, who writes, "You are insane. Please don't change that." If you'd like to be our YouTube featured comment of the day, all you need to do is comment, and please, if it's humanly possible, keep the hate at a minimum. As you've likely noticed, we've changed the format around these parts. No, not these parts, these parts. Some of you like the change, and some of you hate it. Some of you think that the moon landings were fake, and some of you think that Steve Urkel shot JFK. If you create content for YouTube or beyond, sometimes you just gotta reboot the whole stinking thing to keep the content fresh. At LockerGnome.com, Matt Ryan talks about how you might do this, even when your audience hates the change. Stick with me, gang. This'll get better. This just in, E.T., please phone home. Your mom is totally spazzing out. Our blog comment of the day on LockerGnome.com is in response to education and technology. Can they coexist? M.T. Johnson writes, "I'm a high school teacher and love new technology. My biggest concern is for the immature student who's on Facebook playing games instead of paying attention in class. That's a valid concern." What? I'm an adult! Google Music is finally out of beta. Hooray! 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 With all of the other music services out there like iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, and Rhapsody, what can Google Music offer that makes it so special? Free pizza? Foot rubs, erotic bagels? Our good friend Eddie Ringel offers his comparisons between these music services in his guest post at LockerGnome.com. If you can write well and can submit 1,000-word articles as a guest blogger, we'd love to share your submission with the rest of the community too. My question to you is, are you listening to Google Music? And does Lady Gaga sound any better there? I don't know, I'm asking. Our question of the day comes from Ryebread761 on LockerGnome.net. Who writes, "I have 4 Apple stickers lying around, too big and too small. Do you have any good ideas for places to put them? Where do you put yours? I'm not going to put them in the bin, so stop saying that." Well, what about putting them on your friend's laptop PC? Even better, put them on his screen and tell him it's a new virus. Just don't expect that he'll stay your friend for too much longer. Sure, you could ask us questions anywhere, but we're featuring those specifically posted to LockerGnome.net in future videos. How many microphones does Chris Pirillo own now? As of today, 1 more. What you might see near my neckline, other than a self-induced hickey, is Audio-Technica's ATR 3350. It's a wired lavalier, or LAV for short, that we hope to start using in some of the videos that we're doing for you. The mic itself is an omnidirectional condenser, for those who are wondering, with a negative 54 decibel sensitivity. It might be a little too sensitive though, since I think I made it cry earlier. Actually, it was me who cried when I accidentally pinched my neck with a clip instead of the hoodie. Thank God we didn't record that. We've shared the link for where you can get the mic for $25 in our show notes. LudaJohn317 wanted me to ask Siri, why do you know where I can hide a dead body?
What kind of place are you looking for? Swamps, mines, metal foundries, dumps, or reservoirs.
My dad wanted me to ask Siri, why do my videos on YouTube suck?
I don't know. Frankly, I've wondered that myself.
And now I'm asking you, what should I ask Siri in tomorrow's video? Our backlink of the day is from Lewis of California's Sun, who was nice enough to share our last episode of TLDR with the world from the privacy of his own blog. He also linked to a secondary Locker Gnome article. Thanks, Lewis, and be sure to hydrate often and use the shade of those palm trees you've got all over the place there in California. Even the California sun can be deadly. If you would like to have your website featured in a future video, all you need to do is link to us. And be sure to let us know that you linked to us. Did you catch my Amazon Kindle Fire unboxing live on YouTube? This thing has more fingerprints than a crime scene. I don't know how you could have missed it. I mean, I teased it all over my social networks, except MySpace. Nobody uses MySpace anymore, except for Justin Timberlake, and everybody uses him. That kind of sounds disgusting. Either way, you can see how the unboxing unfolded, and my initial impressions of Amazon's Kindle Fire. It's been recorded and saved to YouTube for posterity, and I'm assuming you'll watch that after finishing watching this episode. Don't watch it right now. I'm not done with this video yet. Wait. Our Gnomie of the day is David DeFranco, for having my girlfriend Diana wake me up to tell me that I was mentioned in a video of his the other day. Right around the 3:45 mark.
Trimming. Actually, yeah, let's just go down here. Shout out to Chris Perillo. I doubt you're watching, but I know your girlfriend does, so maybe you'll relay this message. I don't know. Diana, right? Yeah, Diana. But amazing store, obviously.
You know, for being the creative one, I expected a bit more creativity in the shout-out. That being said, I appreciate your support and the support of other prolific YouTube publishers. How many of y'all use YouTube for more than just commenting on other people's video creations? Don't be afraid to say hello. As always, we appreciate the mentions. Fast fact of the day, I still have the first webcam I've ever owned. Do you? Mine still works. I mean, when it's plugged in. It's not wireless or anything. 3Com Home Connect. Our app of the day is Level Camera, which is currently free in the iTunes App Store. Have you ever taken a picture that wasn't quite on the level? No, I mean vertical lines that weren't vertical, horizontal lines that weren't horizontal. You could fix that in a quick edit, or you could snap the right shot in the first place with an app like Level Camera. You don't need to press a button, simply tilt the camera, and it will automatically snap shots as it senses proper alignment. No more crooked photos, and we've got a link for you to get this while it's still free in the show notes. And please, for the love of God and all that is holy, stop taking pictures of yourself standing in the bathroom, or at least flush first. This day in geek history! The movie Star Trek Generations came out 17 years ago today. It was the 7th movie in the franchise, and the one where the torch was officially handed from the classic Enterprise crew to the next generation. Theaters were trashed on opening night when rabid fans of Kirk and Picard clashed in the aisles. They threw popcorn and cursed at one another in Klingon. And not a single one of those virgins could be reached for comment. Thanks again for liking this video and sharing it with your friends and followers. We welcome constructive responses and comments too. Are you following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus yet? Did you remember to subscribe to our RSS feeds too? We're sharing more information than we can jam-pack into a video. We've also got the live video feed streaming my home office with a chat room that's geeking out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.